Okay, so we look at the setup. As we said at the start, you tended to lean the club back a little bit behind the golf ball, yeah? So it's almost like you're trying to get the club back behind to try and lift it up in the air. Now, what that's going to cause now is your kind of swing arc's going to look more that way through impact, and that's probably catch the top of the golf ball, yeah? So you top the golf ball for that reason, and the reasons we said about your arms, partly because you're gripping it so tight. I mean, your thumb pressure was, I mean, your nails were going red, your knuckles were going white, and if you had a phone in your hand, you'd have gone through the screen in about a minute. So, all right, so that setup was causing some issues there, okay? As we look at this practice swing here now, there is no movement in your head whatsoever, yeah? It's like trying to stay so down to the golf ball. It encourages that head staying down more. Then we step to the golf ball. The same thing now with the ball being a little bit further forward in your stance. We had sort of nearer to that front foot. It needs to be back a little bit, as you'll see on that right-hand one. And when we swing, the arms didn't do the right movement. The head is still down. We hit the top of the ball. The ball pops up in the air. Head still staying down. I mean, anyone ever said to you, oh, you've topped that ball, Jason, because you lifted your head. Well, go hang on a second. Let me show you a frame-by-frame swing of my golf swing. Your head's still not lifted, yeah? The ball's gone out of screen now, going about 10 mile an hour, and even when you finish there, your head's still on a bit of a side tilt, trying to look down where the ball used to be, yeah? So when we make a swing now, at setup, we want to have that a bit more in line. The ball we can see now is a little bit further towards the middle, not in the middle, but just slightly back towards there, okay? And now we're using a golf club. From here, the arms are going to be doing that, yeah? They need to be doing this. If they don't, you top it. And if you do hit a top shot, you've always got to say to yourself, it's because my arms didn't do that drop or whatever we said to get that phase. You come back down here now, better strike of the ball. Head starts coming through a bit, and look at the finish position. I mean, I'm not a chiropractor. We've got one on site, to be fair, because a lot of golfers do what you do. But look at your head position, your neck and your spine. Just look a lot healthier to me, yeah? So from my point of view, I look at golf and say, right, how can I make a golf swing effective, consistent and healthy? And health kind of comes under the first bracket. That's the most important thing. There's no point swinging the golf club like Rory McIlroy, but after 16 hours, you're in back seized up or your neck's hurting, okay? So we've got to look at the health perspective of your golfing so you can play more regularly. If you go in at 100 balls or 200 balls or 1,000 or whatever, or you go on holiday for 3 or 4 days with the boys to play more golf, if your body's hurting after the first 2 rounds, you're going to enjoy the rest few days. You're not. So you've got to make your golf swing, so your spine, which is going to be the main sort of engine of the golf swing, it's got to be healthy, yeah? So this here, never, ever, ever, categorically 100% never ever ever tries to stay down, yeah? It has to move, yeah? You need to move it. Now it doesn't mean you sort of go look and try and move it so you jerk your neck, you'll be whiplash, yeah? But your neck's going to move as your body moves effectively, yeah? As we said, the reason why you weren't hitting the ground wasn't because your head was lifting, it's because the arms weren't doing this down to the ground, and you need to practice that. Part of the reason why it didn't do that, grip pressure was so tight you couldn't actually move your arms independently. They were just locked in position because your grip pressure was so tight. And B, keeping your head down and restricting any movement meant when you did hit the ground, you hit the ground back here. So invariably you thought, well, okay, I don't think the ground back here is no good. I'll just miss the ground a little bit. And you can do that. You were very good at doing that. But missing the ground just a little bit means a little bit of a top, and the ball then scuttles on the ground. And then that sequence of cycle events takes over, and you get told, keep your head down, keep your left arm straight. And you go, okay, I'll try that. And then your head gets locked down and you still top it. And they go, you weren't looking at the ball. And you go, well, I was. I'm trying really hard here. I'm trying to do what I want to do. And it's not working, is it? Okay. So, summary. Setup-wise, a little bit more forward lean with that shaft. Yeah? So the club, the handle of the club's by your left thigh. The golf ball's me back a little bit, okay? Make your normal backs in the top. From here, the arms need to be falling this way, okay? We don't try and keep the head down, okay? Let the arms fall, find the ground. Great strike, that's a really good impact position there now. As you turn to the golf ball, the head just comes through and finishes comfortably, neutral, vertical, in line where you want to go, not this one. Otherwise, you have a sore neck after a while.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah? And grip pressure's got to be looser to help you do that. Okay, buddy?
Okay.
Good stuff. Right, so a few more then, and we'll see how it goes from there, okay, buddy?